One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carney. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9. That's the big pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Reinbold. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Creates a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Carney. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result,
breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On 1st down from their own 22. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And after the tackle, tackle. We are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now they're going to throw it. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Cougar! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Henderson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Henderson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. The defense was ready for that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Quarterback extends the play, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
they dial up on second and a long way to go. Toss sweep to the left. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. It'll be a draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And with that last carry into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the grab over the middle.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Cougars in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking for a crease to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Give to the running back. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they regain the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
So here comes the Auburn offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nice move there. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 12 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants to go deep. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
Unloads to the wide out. Working the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And here comes the offense on second down, making side adjustments here. Unloads quickly. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Houston. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. The short hands, it's Carney. Across the 40, out of bounds, and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dances away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability, and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They're able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fakes the grab. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got his man quickly. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.